everybody, this is Yuri. In this video I'm going to show you how you can build a custom audience for a variety of different things. So sometimes I get asked how do I build a particular retargeting campaign, or how do I target a particular person who's visited a page, purchased a product, added to cart. There's a lot of different opportunities to build custom audiences and target users within those custom audiences. And then there's a variety of strategies that you can leverage to target those, to create ads for those types of users as well. So over here on the hamburger menu, we're going to click on All Tools, and we're going to navigate to Audiences. I'm already here, so don't really need to do that. So what we're going to do is see our options, see what kind of opportunities we have to create custom audiences. So we'll click on this blue button that says Create Audience, and I'm going to create a custom audience. Now we have a lot of different options here. If we're running a standard e-commerce store, we're probably going to have to select website. We can also do catalog as a source if we have an on Facebook catalog. But generally I'd use website. We can also upload a custom list, which is a CSV or Excel spreadsheet of a list of customers. We can target app activity or offline activity. And then there's also on-platform sources such as video, lead form, instant experience, AR experience, on Facebook listings, Instagram account events, Facebook page, and shopping. Now, I haven't really messed around with all these ones. The video ones, I don't believe we can really have too much tight control. So we would have to select the videos manually. So we're going to select one of these guys, and we have to choose the video. So it's not really useful in the sense that I want to retarget users who've seen any video. I have to select a specific video. So if there's a follow-up video, maybe part 2 of a tutorial, that could be interesting. Although I try to keep my retargeting campaigns more simple. I also have a full retargeting tutorial on my site, but that's a little bit more advanced. If you're just starting out, I would recommend just selecting website, hitting next. It's going to give you a prompt. We're going to select the relevant pixel here, and we're going to select the type of event we want. So generally, these are the events we've set up: purchase, page view, initiate checkout. So we can do a page view event retarget, but generally I also like to have a retarget event. This is somewhat new. I wasn't able to do this before, but now we can. So purchases, page view, initiate checkout. We also have all website visitors. We can target all website visitors within 30 days. That's basically a good starting point for any retargeting campaign. But this is how we would set it up. If we want users to have a specific page, we'd click on people who have visited specific web pages, okay? And then URL, then these are like a regular expression match. So we can say URL contains, doesn't contain, or equals any of these values. We would select the URL and then the retention, of course. And we could further refine by an aggregated value. For example, the sum of, we could do the sum of, once this loads, if it ever loads, let's do average of, maybe that'll load. So like we could say ROAS, for example, or lifetime value if that's something we're tracking, or purchase value. Frequency is another one, is greater than 2 or less than 2, right? So if we want to retarget users with a low frequency, we can do that here too. Again, these refining, we can also refine by device. So if there is a particular reason we want to refine by a particular device, we can select it all here. There used to be a methodology here where we would refine by the highest aggregated value. For example, highest purchasers. So we can type in purchase. Well, it would be like ROAS, or users who have the highest tracked ROAS, for example. Return on ad spent. We can track it here. And then we can say users who have, a very high likelihood to purchase large ROAS products, well, let's retarget those. Now, one of the risks we may run into with that is they already bought something, and they may or may not have already purchased the upsells or the OTOs as well. So, we want to be cognizant of all these parameters, and kind of how we want to position our retargeting campaign. So aggregated value, and again, does it actually matter? The algorithm's intelligent enough to kind of track the users that are going to have the highest probability of converting regardless. And if you take a look at my lookalike audiences tutorial, you'll see that there is a diagram, and also in my courses, there's a diagram that shows you exactly kind of how the algorithm is going to play with your audiences, regardless if you have a custom audience selected or not. So it's going to target broadly, and it's going to go after your highest sort of affinity audiences first, the audiences that have the highest likelihood to convert. We would normally target that. We would normally leave that. In other words, we would normally include that as part of the aggregate sort of conversion campaign, as a broad prospecting campaign. However, lately I've seen success with excluding those and running them, forcing the algorithm to go fetch new customers and potential new buyers, regardless of whether or not they've been actually a high affinity conversion audience or something like that. These are all internal terms, right? We're not actually, there's no confirmation from Facebook that this is how the algorithm functions. These are just my observations based on how the algorithm's been performing for me. And so the exclusionary audiences that I call them perform quite well on some accounts, and they really don't do much on other accounts. So it really just depends on your account and your testing, on kind of how you want to position your retargeting campaigns and your other sort of static prospecting campaigns. However, this video is not about that. I will have there is another piece of content that I'm going to link in this video that talks about the exclusionary audiences and how we set them up. For this one, this is just how we would set up a custom audience. Now, I would say to start off, our typical use cases: users who visit, let's just say users who visit any website, all website visitors. We're going to set up a basic retargeting campaign for the last 30 days. So I'm just going to call this website visitors 30 days. Keep it simple, create the audience, and that's it. Right, we already have that created, and we're just going to create a very simple audience. I already have that here, website visitors 30 days. You see that right there. Okay, so basically, you don't need to update this. It auto updates based on your traffic every 30 days. And also, this is pretty useful for sort of like a broad, generic-based retargeting campaign. I hope you found this content useful, and if you do have questions, please comment below. Otherwise, subscribe to the channel and do send me some loves, like and subscribe to the channel, please. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much.